Hello friends, and welcome back to GOLDCREST Valley in Farming Simulator 22. Now, in the last episode I gave myself an early Christmas present, which was this. This oil mill here is my early Christmas present, and at the moment it's making olive oil, and in June we have to harvest canola, and then we can make canola oil, obviously. So hopefully it's going to be a bit of a money spinner for us. But for now we need to get through April and May before we can start harvesting the canola, and we do have some things to do actually. I need to put sugar beet in this field, and then I should make some money at the forest, and then we need to sort out our productions and our animals as well, because I think our animals are a little bit short of food. So the first thing to do today is to drill sugar beet. We've been through 4 phases of precision farming with this field now. We've done analysing, and then slurry, and then lime, and now planting. And I'd really like to see our precision farming score on this field. I know it won't be 100% yet, because you have to harvest first before you get the final score. But I'd like to see what it is, and I'd like to check on. There's 2 fields that we have that had very low scores inexplicably, because sorry, just folding things up. Because it said, well, precision farming said there's no nitrogen on the fields, which when there patently is. So let's have a look at precision farming now. On this field, 57. Okay, that's fine because we need to harvest first. But what about these 2 fields? They're both saying still there's no nitrogen here, which is totally unfair. But our environmental score is 83, which is pretty good. So I think this issue with this nitrogen will be settled after we harvest, hopefully. But our other fields are down here. This one, 89, 88. What about the big one? 94. That's very good because I want a really good yield from that field. So that's very good. So I think what I'm going to do now is get everything sorted out, and I'll see you back at the farm, and we'll skip to tomorrow. Okay, so let's skip to tomorrow. I'll see you in May. Okay, now if you've noticed our money shoot up before I went to bed last night, it's because off screen I went to the sawmill and put all the planks in the sell everything point, and it came to about 30,000. It was quite a lot, so otherwise we would have been overdrawn this morning. So I'm feeling really guilty about the animals, so I do want to get them fed if you don't mind. So the chickens are okay. Now the sheep don't have much grass. I think we need to do something about that. But first of all, I'm going to go over to the cows and do some TMR. Brilliant. And I also noticed that, if I can just get out of here, that the grass really needs cutting and the sheep need grass. So I'm going to sort all this out. I'm not sure, or the mows are over there. So yeah, okay, I'm going to go and get the T7 tractor, and I'll see you back here. Okay, I had the foresight to bring the baler down with me and the bale trailer here, so we're all ready to go. I did a couple of things off screen. I fed the chickens because I can't make feeding chickens an interesting thing in a video. It's just not interesting at all. So I did that off screen, and I also made the olive and grape greenhouse. I made that distributing to the oil mill. I don't know why I hadn't thought of it before, but I've just sort of said when olives are produced, now they distribute, so I don't have to just take them all over there. So now I think we need a pressure washer because these things are filthy. But okay, I'm going to do a bit of a fast forward of mowing the grass, and I'll see you afterwards. Okay, I think this is all we need to do actually, now I think about it, because otherwise we'll have loads and loads of grass bales that we don't really need. So I'm just going to leave it here. I mean, we could do silage, but I just don't want to do that at the moment. So we'll just leave the rest. We'll just do grass bales here, and we'll just leave the grass to grow. You know, it'll be fine. So I'll put everything back, and then I'll make the bales. Yeah, I think everything needs to wash, so I need to get a pressure washer pretty soon. I'm just anxious to skip on to June actually. I just want to get things done, like look after our animals and look after our productions, and then we can get to June and start harvesting, and yeah, and start making canola oil. So okay, well I'll see you when this is done. So that should keep the sheep going for a little while. There's a lot of grass here. Now one thing that I'd forgotten about today is that we planted sugar beet yesterday, and I need to check on the growth stage if it's in its first growth stage, because if it is, we need to refertilise it. So as soon as I've done all this stuff, collected all the bales and gone to the sheep pen, I'm going to have a look at that. So right, I'm going to finish up loading here, and then I'll see you at the sheep pen. I've been thinking that we need to buy a wheat or a barley field, because we have the flour mill and we don't have much wheat left in our tanks, and I just need to check and see on the map sometime to see if there's like a wheat or barley field we can buy, because it must be coming up to harvest time now. Oh, by the way, I think I've got unload left here, so see if I can just unload. Unloading area is blocked. Oh, that's a shame. I do not want to have to do this by hand. There's so many bales. I'll try it the other way round. I might have to run this bloke over. Oh, nearly. There. Fantastic. So, hopefully now the sheep have lots of grass. Let's have a look. Yeah, grass is completely full. How many sheep have we got, by the way? I can't even count it. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 120, 130 by the looks of it. And how much wool have we got? Quite a lot. Okay, now the one thing I wanted to check was... our sugar beet field, because we planted it yesterday and I need to see if it's in its first growth stage. So let's go to the grain mill and find out. It is. Look at that. Only from yesterday. Right, okay. This puts a bit of a spanner in the works because I wanted to skip through to June, but we do have to fertilise this and herbicide it. So let me just check on our productions to make sure there's nothing urgent we need to do, and then we'll have to come over and do this straight away. So let's go through them. Wood is okay. Yeah, that's going down. Flour, there's still got a lot of flour. There's a lot of wool. Tomatoes, that's all fine. And olives we know is out, and olive oil. Okay, all fine. So what I will do is I'm going to go back to the farm and pick up the John Deere sprayer, and then I'll have to go over to the... Do you know what? I'm going to need to use the JCB. Well, I'll see you at the field when I've got it all sorted out. So I had to use the JCB because I can put narrow tyres on it. I can't put narrow tyres on T7, but I can with this one. So yeah, I'm kind of glad we're doing this now, because this will get the field finished, and all our fields would then be finished. By the way, I was just looking for a field we can buy, because we're running out of resources to put in the grain mill here to make flour. So there is one field I'll just show you, which is down here, number 31, which is, I think that's oat, and you can make flour out of oat. So I think when the time comes we might be able to buy that. We do have some soybeans to sell, and that should go a long way towards paying for the field, and we can raise money in other ways as well. So okay, we have fertilizer in the power sprayer here, and we have some herbicide, so we can do the two jobs while we're at the field here, so that'll be good. So let's get things sorted out, and then I will start. So this is the sugar beet field finally finished. Everything is done, and it didn't take half as long as that cotton field. That's a massive field, but anyway, it's all done. And before we pack up and go home, I just want to have a look at the oil mill to see if there's any olive oil spawned yet. So I'll just get all this finished. All done. Fantastic. So let's turn it off and fold it up, and let's go down to the oil mill and see if we've got any olive oil. I won't drive on the field though. And I need to fill up the olive and grape greenhouse, because it uses a lot of its raw materials very fast, and you need to keep it filled up, and it's distributing, so all the olives come over here. So where does the olive oil spawn? It must be round... oh, here. No, nothing. Hang on a sec. Have we got it on... oh, olive oil 238 litres. Okay, fine. Alright. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to pack everything up, and then we'll go home, and then we'll skip on to tomorrow. So our canola's looking lovely now. It's all yellow, and off screen I filled up the olive and green the olive and grape greenhouse because it's a bit of a laborious job, and I don't like to film it. So one thing to do actually before we retire for the evening is to check on the price of our soybeans, because we have loads of soybeans in the tank and we need to sell them at a good price. So let's see. The best price is normally in June, so we're nearly at June. So the best price at the moment is what, 1919, I think. So it's going up, so we should keep an eye on that. So anyway, I will see you tomorrow. Okay, now let's have a look at the price of the soybeans again. 2174. Now that's going up, so what I might do is a bit of a fast forward here to check on the price, and if it goes up to a good price, I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell. So I'm going to cut away for a while I wait for the price to go up. Okay, it's the middle of the night and the price has just gone up to its highest, and we need to get over to sell our soybeans at Elm Creek, but unfortunately I'm out of time and I can't do it this episode, so I'll do it at the beginning of next episode. We'll have about 80,000 litres of soybeans to sell at top price, so I'll see you next time. Sorry I can't do it now, but I'm out of time. Thanks very much and bye for now.